Go. Hey everybody, thanks. Welcome back to the video. Appreciate everybody. If you get a moment, like and subscribe. We're here today working on our 2002 Ford F-150 Lightning. It's a truck I've owned for around 2 years now. It's got 57,000 miles. It was the epitome of a barn find. Today what we're going to be doing is swapping out this rear window frame and installing what is really a diamond in the rough, a new in-box third brake light for a Lightning. So we've got to say big thanks to our friends at Modulate Motorsports for sourcing this third brake light for us. If you know anything about Lightnings, you know just how tough these things are to find. And to find one in the box, huge win. So follow along as we swap this out, replace it with the one that's not cracked. We're going to be retaining the rear window and adding this factory third brake light. One of the first things we're going to need to do to take this rear window and frame out is to remove our kicker sound system. Once we take that out, it's simply a case of popping out these plastic pieces, removing some of the interior, removing the seat belts, and we're ready to start working on the rear window. First step, getting this all apart, is taking out the seat belts. You do that with a simple 15mm socket. Next step is to pop out these panel pieces. Easiest way to do that on these is with a panel tool. Slide it under, pop it out. A lot of times you'll put a little piece of tape right here, and what that'll do is that's going to stop you prying against the plastic and tearing it up. These ones where you see the little dot, you want to push that in about 1/8 of an inch and then pry on it. Once you've gotten all the trims removed, you're going to see these bolts. Easiest way to take those off is with a 9mm socket. They should come out fairly easily. The ones in the top, they're going to be a little bit more of a challenge. We've decided to leave the headliner in, but what we can do is we can take these hooks out, pull the headliner down slightly, and from there we're able to access it with a socket, or if we're not able to do it with a socket, we can do it with a simple wrench. Go. As you can see, we've gotten the rear window and the rear window frame taken completely out of the truck. We've also taken most of the butyl rubber that was around here, cleaned it up, made a nice clean mounting surface to put the new rear frame back in and the new rear window. As you can see, we've managed to get the rear window trim installed. Now it's time for the back glass and the third brake light. On these older trucks, anytime you take them apart, it's a good time to also give them a bit of a clean behind these panels, because who knows when the next time is going to be that you take this thing apart. Now it's simply a case of putting things back in place in the opposite way in which you took it out. One last step is to reinstall these retaining clips. We didn't put them on earlier because we wanted to make sure we could put as much pressure with these bolts onto these studs as possible, make sure that butyl rubber that we had just put on was going to shrink and absorb into the material the best way possible. All right, finished everything up. Wasn't quite as easy as we had hoped for, but we got there in the end. Key thing, definitely buy the butyl rubber tape. This was a life-changing decision. 13 bucks on Amazon made it a whole lot easier than trying to mess with the caulk gun and all the other things that pretty much everybody else has tried. Went in, worked a treat, did exactly what it was supposed to do. Real happy with the outcome. Rear trim looks brand new. Used a couple of different products, mostly Mother's, to get it shining brand new. And also, the biggest reason we did this was to get the new third brake light installed. So big shout out to the guys that got us the parts to get this done today. Modulate Motorsport for the third brake light. Impossible to find these things. Alex found us one new in the box. Big Cat Auto Salvage for the trim piece. Again, really hard to find. This one came off a 2001 pickup truck. Didn't really need anything done to it other than taking all apart, installing it, and finishing up. Cleaned everything up. Truck's going to get a bath tomorrow. Billets are a little bit rough. And please like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.